Yeah, you trying to dap up? You trying to dap up? Psych! God damn the disrespect. What's going on, guys? It's Valrico here with another hot, disgusting beast Honesty gameplay. And this time we're playing UFC 2. The computer's playing against each other on Pro. Let's do this! So, I'm making this video, this isn't any online gameplay. This is just the computer fucking each other up. I just wanted to put some gameplay together so I could talk about this situation. Now, MMA has become legal in the state of New York, and it's the last state in the United States of America which held out and tried to make sure that MMA was illegal to happen in the state of New York, which is retarded because it's just stupid. But, it had a lot of backdoor politics, a lot of, the unions trying to, just a bunch of shit that I don't want to really get into and fucking explain, because it was just a bunch of backdoor malarkey and a bunch of crookedness going on to try to, keep MMA out of New York, which was retarded because they were losing out a lot, like the state of New York was losing out on a lot of tax revenue and money in general that would be brought to the city with these UFC events or MMA events in general, like Bellator and other organizations that would come to the state of New York and fight. So, it really didn't phase the UFC or Bellator that much because they would just have the fights in New Jersey, and it was basically New York anyways. So New Jersey would be the ones that get all the money from these events anyways. So they were like, fuck it, we'll just have our events in East Rutherford, New Jersey, at the old Knicks. Excuse me, not Knicks, but Nets Arena. I'm pretty sure that's where they fought at. And, call it a fucking day. We'll book our fights over there. But today, the bill was passed that made it legal to basically have and host MMA events in the state of New York. And it was really just a long time coming. I mean, when you miss out on, when you're in New York and you're looking at all the taxes, tax revenue that New Jersey gets from hosting these UFC or MMA events, it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why will we allow this to happen when the UFC really wants these fights to take place in Madison motherfucking Square Garden? Which, by the way, is gonna be so sick. Like, it's gonna be so sick when we have our first MMA event live from Madison Square Garden. It'll probably be on pay-per-view, but even if it's on FS1, which I think would be cooler to have that shit on FS1. Either way, I'm gonna watch it, but for casual fans to watch the UFC on FS1 for a UFC fight night, that would be fucking sick. Like, put a bunch of New York and New Jersey related people that are around the New Jersey area on the card, because that's normally what they do. These UFC fight night events, they'll have like fucking professional UFC, like, well, not really professional, well, they're all professional, but they'll have these UFC fighters fighting against these local, like last week when we had Australia, they had local Australians fighting fucking established UFC fighters, and some of them actually beat the UFC fighters, which was fucking hilarious, as John Jones right here cinches in that front face lock, that front choke, and puts Vitor Belfort. I was going to call him Jordan Belfort. What the fuck am I talking about? See, I'm thinking about New York right now. Jordan motherfucking Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street. Tremendous movie, but John Jones chokes him out right there and gets the victory right there, and defends his belt on the UFC 2 video game. But, let me know what you think in the comments below about this hashtag MMA for New York shit. I'm happy for MMA all around, and I'm glad that we're going to have ourselves a fucking slobber knocker in the middle of Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. Nevertheless, like and subscribe, all that bullshit. Twitter.com/Valrico, YouTube.com/Valrico, and I'm out of this bitch. Peace.